Here they come.
How's it going?
Chilling. How you doing?
Good. So you know about the 805 vending code out here, right?
Yeah.
You do it? Okay. So you're in subject. You're not in an allotted spot. You can't be here. So, do you have an ID with you?
Yeah, but I'm not gonna give it out.
You're not give it to him? Okay, that's fine.
All right. Can I just get your signature right here?
For what? So are you guys gonna go give tickets to the other vendors over here?
Yeah, we're going right now.
No, you're not. So that's quality coast.
They're not in an allotted space.
No, right there, that food truck over there. You see the food truck?
We'll make it around on there.
I'll make sure to watch you guys do it too.
They're not going over there.
I know.
Like, people don't really understand how I can be hurt. Like, why?
How you doing, bro? So we got 9185 Harbor. This is what they do now. So they come out and they give citations for traffic violations. We got 9240. And then they got a food truck over there. And he's not gonna get harassed or ticketed at all. And he doesn't have a vendor space to be here, but they have this whole place monopolized. So they violated my rights the first time, so now they got me in their system. So they gave me a $500 ticket. So now I told them that they gotta go give tickets to these other vendors that are out here, because they can't just be messing with me and not messing with everybody else. But for this guy, I guarantee you they are not gonna cite him or anything. This guy's not even bending. He's literally just a mobile truck. I want to make sure that they give a ticket to the food truck over here, the one selling burgers, because they've been here for years and they don't get bothered. They're quality post. So these guys are the ones that I'm worried about. I'm not worried about them, but these guys are the ones that I want to get them a ticket, because how come they could be right here on the convention center property, but I can't be over here on the sidewalk when I got a sidewalk vending permit? Like, I work for the city. Like, let me explain to you guys. Like, here's my wallet. Here's my sidewalk vending permit for the city of San Diego. I am well within my rights, and I've always been working here. This is my 15th year, 16th year actually working here on the harbor. And so they're coming up with these new monopolies, new vending spaces, and they're creating these territory spaces issues, and they haven't created entrepreneurship zones. And the whole time they've been pretending to teach people how to do stuff, but it's just all a lie, man. They're not teaching you how to get permits, how to get anything. I got my own permits and everything, and they don't care. Even if you got your permits and whatever, it's all about space and territory. So now they're using your permits to give you tickets for territory reasons. So now it doesn't even matter if you have a permit or not, because see, she has a permit, but still they're gonna ticket her vehicle and they're gonna ticket her business. So then she's gonna have a ticket for just a traffic ticket, because now they're skipping the court. They're skipping it where like an officer would actually be the one giving you a ticket, a citation where you would have to go to court and you could fight it. So now they're just skipping all that and giving you a traffic violation. So now that way you have no rights to fight it in court, and all you can do is appeal the ticket. And since the port of San Diego is the ones giving out the tickets, they're the ones that decide and make the jurisdiction as to if the ticket is valid or not. And all their tickets are getting passed as valid no matter what. Well, no matter what it is, no matter if you received a warning or not, they don't care. Like, I'm sure this lady has never received a warning for being here, and yet they're still going to give her a citation. So that's not how things should be. So these guys are doing stuff that they're not supposed to. They're all illegal. They need to go mess with this food truck right here, because that's the one that I want. This is Quality Coast. Also, this food truck is also Quality Coast. So Quality Coast has everything around here. There's a food truck over there that's Quality Coast down by the water. There's all these special events going on, and all they're doing is making sure that the people that are out here trying to hustle and make money don't make shit. So right now they gave me a $500 ticket. So even if I make $500 today, I really didn't make nothing. So that's what they want to be happening out here, and that's how they're trying to affect the business of vendors and their rights. They're affecting everything. They're squashing people's rights. They're just ticketing and fining them for everything that they can. And it's super selective enforcement. There's no other vendors out here. So, and then they got their own security. So these security guys, these Allied Universals, are the ones that call and notify the police and let them know that there are vendors out here, because they're trying to protect their own space over here for the Comic-Con, so they could vend their own shit without getting losing competition to vendors out here. So it's just super territorial. It's all about keeping the money in their own pockets. They don't want people out here making money. They don't want you to be your own boss or an entrepreneur. I've been my own boss. I've been my own boss since I was 15 years old. And I've been out here for 16 years. I'm 31 now. So this is where I grew up. This is where I started my business. This is where my business has grown. And they're just trying to do everything they can to squash my rights to get me out of here. And they're just doing it all with traffic tickets. So since they can't make vendors into criminals, what they're gonna do is start putting vendors in debt. So they start to put vendors out here, give them high citations, so that way they won't come back out, or that way you're just in debt to the port of San Diego. So even if you make money, you don't make money. The money will go back to the port, and if not, they'll get it from your taxes. So it's super illegal. It's super selective. It's not right. They shouldn't be able to do that. All this is against the law.
Is that your boss? Yeah, is that your manager? Or the one over here?
So now they're trying to ask and figure out who her boss is, so they could talk to her boss. And she does not require to give out any information about her boss or anything. And then for me, I didn't even want to give out my ID this time, because the last time I gave out my ID and they used it against me to put my shit into the system. So now my name's already in the system. So now they don't even need my ID. Now they just completely just come up to me because they already know who I am. In case you guys didn't notice in the video, they didn't even ask me for my ID, or they did and they didn't even need it. The ticket that they had already had all my information on it pertaining to my business, pertaining to me, because they know who I am. So it's just super selective, man. They're out here to get me. like literally just out here to get me. I give these guys a job, and that's not the way it should be. I shouldn't be out here putting policemen to work, especially the harbor police, man. They got better stuff to do out here, and if not, they need to get out of here. This isn't their job. Like, and now they're making it their job, and they're just harassing vendors, squashing their rights, making sure they don't make anything, accosting their business, and there's nothing that you can do. You want to know why there's nothing you can do? Because harbor, all this area, the port, everything past the trolley tracks, so everything on this side of the trolley tracks in the city is a part of the Port of San Diego. And the Port of San Diego is its own entity that's separate from the city. So literally, they don't even care what the city law says as to what they can and cannot do. They're literally making up their own rules, and they bypassed the California Coastal Commission, where they didn't even care what they said or if they signed the papers as to what they're allowed to do for vendors and the space. They don't even care. They just literally sent them a letter saying that this is what we're gonna do, and if you guys don't like it, you guys can submit basically a document saying why they shouldn't do it. But for the most part, they're gonna do it anyways, and they don't care what the California Coastal Commission says. So I need this to be taken care of. Immediately. I'm gonna go tell this officer. Where is he going? I'm gonna make sure he goes and cites that. And then there's this guy over here, who's obviously his lieutenant or something, or his boss, who's out here to regulate. So we'll see what their congregation is about. So are you gonna go ticket that other guy over there? That's the one I'm worried about, that food truck.
We're all trying to do, we're dealing one at a time right now.
Okay. Well, you guys dealt with me in like 2 seconds. I don't understand why it's taking you guys 20 minutes to deal with her.
Well, that's a different story. We'll get actually there, and we're already talking to her already.
Okay.
So, okay?
He'll be next.
Yes.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna be watching.
Okay.
That guy, you can't cite him. He's not venting anything. I just cited him before. Hey, who are you, bro? Are you like a supervisor? Yeah?
Yeah,
So what do you think about this bullshit?
it's vendor enforcement, man.
Yeah, but what do you think about it?
They wrote an ordinance, so we enforce ordinances.
Yeah, but it's all bullshit based on monopoly and territorial space. You know, to push vendors out. Because I've been here, I'm 31 now. I've been here since I was 15. So I've been doing this for 16 years in this area, same location. So I know you guys got new ordinances and stuff that you're working out, but you guys never established these entrepreneurship zones. And then you guys came out here with like a team of security guards that were not even like harbor police, and you guys try to educate people, but it wasn't even education about how to get permits or anything. It was just about you guys coming to enforce new spaces. And so it's not right, bro. The way that you guys are doing the things is not the way that it's supposed to go. Even in the book, it says that you guys are supposed to make entrepreneurship zones that vendors or entrepreneurs like myself are supposed to just be able to go to. And instead, you guys monopolized the area and made vendor spaces. And then you guys cut the restrictions as to what the vendors can and cannot sell. And now there's only like a limited spaces. But not only that, most of those spaces are owned or held by Quality Coast. So, and then Quality Coast has spaces that are not even where they're supposed to be. They're just right there. They have another space, Burger and Bait, down at the end of Embarcadero. They have more spaces all along here. They have spaces in the malls, everywhere. And it's super, it's monopoly, bro. It's illegal. It's illegal. You guys can't be doing that. And that's, I've been telling the Harbor Police that for a long time. So now they skip the process to where because I've been asking them for a ticket. Give me a ticket. Give me a ticket. they didn't want to give me one because they know I could take it to court. So now they're skipping that process and they're having you guys, which are the citation guys that are giving traffic tickets. So now you guys give traffic tickets, so that way I can't go to court and I can't fight it. All I could do is appeal the process. So it's, you guys are cheating the system, bro. And then the harbor police, the harbor is different from San Diego police, because the port of San Diego is its own separate entity. So you guys make up your own jurisdiction as you see fit. It doesn't even matter what the law says, or if I have my permits for the city, or if I'm legal or whatever. It doesn't matter. You guys just make up whatever the fuck you guys say, and I'm supposed to just listen, right? But that's what I'm telling you, is I've been out here for 16 years. You guys are literally affecting my business. I don't got a food truck for nothing. Like, you guys are costing me business. You guys are giving me tickets, citations, and then I can't even fight them in court. So it's just like, you guys need to figure this out.
Well, I have some suggestions if you want to hear them. If not, like,
Yeah.
that's cool.
Yeah.
So one, I'm sorry you feel that way, and I'm sorry that it's impacting your business. The first thing I would suggest to you is you can go to any Board of Port Commissioners meeting. You can sign up to speak. They do that at the beginning of the meeting, so public comment they call it. And you get 3 minutes to say whatever you need to say or however you need to feel about some topics. There are other people that have gone to the board meetings to kind of express their feelings on it. So you always can do that, and the board meets once a month. The other thing is, this is, to my knowledge, this is a pilot program. The vending thing, the board wanted to do it for like 8 months, and then they're going to take feedback and then see if what they want to change, if they want to keep things, if they want to change things. So that'd be another time when you should go to that board meeting and give your feedback on how you see the process and everything else, so that way you can get a voice in changing it. That would be my suggestion.
How long is this going to go on for?
Well, I think the current program goes as it is until September.
So if you guys are giving me tickets every day, because they're going to be subsequently for $1,000 every time I get a ticket. So by that time, I'm going to rack up maybe $50,000 in tickets, because I'm going to get tickets every day that I'm out here. So you guys need to see that as a problem. How are you guys going to put people in debt or give people citations over and over and over to the point where it's like ridiculous amounts of money? And then how are you guys going to compensate me on that? Or how am I going to get reimbursed? Or
that's not up to me, man. So Parks and Rec is the one that comes up with the ordinances and everything else. We're just out here to enforce the
So I just got to
ordinances as
go
they set
along
forth.
with whatever game you guys are playing with Monopoly, and then I got to be the one receiving the citations, and then there's nothing I can even do to fight them off. And I just got to keep collecting them as we go through this learning process together.
Well, you could not vend where the ordinance says you're not allowed to vend.
Yeah, but then that's costing me business, this is where I've been doing business for 16 years, like I explained. So
I understand there's some choices I think that everyone's making. You're making a choice to come down here where you know you're going to get a citation and you're not happy about it, and I understand that because it's not a cheap citation. But ultimately, I mean, you can appeal all the citations that you get, and then you can go to the board meeting and let your feelings be known, man.
it's not really feelings, bro. It's more of a right, because we have rights to be here, rights to vend here, and you guys are basically eliminating that right by creating obstacles and different types of permits that vendors would need on top of the permits that they already have. So it's not like I can't really go voice my opinion to an organization or an entity that doesn't really care about vendors. They care more about their own space, their own monetary gain. They're doing it for their own personal gain. They're not doing it because vendors are creating a nuisance, or it's just because they don't want the money going out to these vendors, and they want to control all the money. They want to control all the harbor. They want everything going to the Midway, going to the Star of India, to their museums. Same way like Balboa Park. Balboa Park's doing the same thing. They're regulating the park because they're losing business. Their parks are already like in debt, like a lot of debt, where they're about to like close down the park. But that's why they're doing it, because their park can't be taking out loans anymore. So they have to get their money back, and then they can't because the vendors are out there making all the money. And that's the same thing that's going on in the port. So it's like you guys are just trying to chokehold the area to where vendors aren't able to make their profit, and where the harbor is the only one that can collect here. And then even if the vendors are profiting, you guys are making the money from the vendors by citing them. So it doesn't even, it's like such a game, bro. Like, you guys are playing this game, and then you guys are using the vendors for money gain also, because you guys are making now the port, I've been watching this for years, bro. So the port is now making events for vendors. The port is now in control and in management of making events for the vendors on Broadway Pier. They do it at the West Coast Taco Beer Fest. They manage the whole waterfront park, everything. Like, they're making money off of vendors. They're charging them thousands of dollars to set up, to like pay to play type of thing. And it's all about money and territory and space and events. And that's how they're using you guys, because they're saying like, oh, well, now we have a special event here, so now you could go ticket a vendor, or you could go do whatever, you know what I mean? So it's you guys are creating your own obstacles to chokehold vendors out. So
Last thing I could say, man, is I think the waterfront park, that belongs to the county.
no,
the port doesn't-
everything past the trolley tracks is owned by the port.
No, the county admin is the county admin, man. That's why they call it that. That's why the board of supervisors meets there. Like,
But not the
county
park,
runs that.
not the park. No,
Yeah.
that park is all controlled by Harbor Police.
No, I think it's run by the sheriffs.
No, it's not. It's
Okay,
not.
well, agree to disagree, but I think it's run by the sheriffs. And the last thing is the Senate bill that the state Senate made to regulate sidewalk vending gives cities and municipalities the ability to dictate time, place, and manner.
What
for
Senate bill?
What I believe it's 861. Yeah,
SB 946.
I don't know if it's 946.
Yeah,
but
that's the Safety Sidewalk Vending Act. They gave sidewalk vendors all the rights to do whatever they want, and then they crossed that out.
time, place, and manner.
Yeah, exactly. Where you guys didn't have any jurisdiction over time, place, or manner, and now they're working on it to change it to where you guys can actually affect the time, place, and manner, which is exactly what you guys are trying to do. You guys are trying to get me out of this place, out of a certain time, and in a certain manner, which is exactly what you guys are doing. This is the manner of how you guys are doing it. That's what I'm saying to you. It's like you guys aren't even going by the law. You guys are.
just said that that's in the law.
No, the law
It's in the
says that
bill.
you guys cannot affect vendors for time, place, and manner.
It says you can't.
No, until recently.
But recently, like it says that.
Yeah, where you guys can now harass vendors.
Well, it allows the port to set time, place, and manner. Like, what can I say? That's what the bill says, and so they made rules to set time, place, and manner. I don't know what else to tell you, man. I know you don't like it. I know you don't agree with it.
Okay,
obviously.
but time, place, and manner is just monopoly. It's literally what I explained to you, bro. Time, place, and manner. It's about territory. It's about the time, place, and the manner that they don't want you to be there. Like the Petco Park does it. You can't go set up during the ball games because of the time and the place and the manner of what's going on. The same thing that you guys are doing here, but this is just tourist area. This isn't like
Well, so is Petco.
no, Petco's
Tourist.
downtown. Petco's
Lots of tourists
downtown.
go to Petco, man.
And it's also the city because it's within the trolley tracks. Everything on this side of the trolley tracks is owned by the Harbor Police. So that's what I'm telling you. And also the county building is on this side of the trolley tracks. It's not on the other side.
I get that you feel it's a monopoly. I get that you feel it's not right. Like I'm getting that. I'm getting your point. I understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
There's nothing I can do to change that, man.
I know. Well, I mean,
So
I'm just speaking to you as your supervisor. You need
I
to
get it.
understand where I'm coming from.
I do understand where you're
and
coming
you need
from.
to relay this to somebody.
I will let.
You know what I mean?
I will
I don't
let
know
my
who you can
supervisors
know,
know.
but I've been recording you cops and not for no reason. You know what I mean? I got so much documentation of the harassment that I've been receiving since 2018. So literally since the SB 946 Act came active, where it was like vendors can just come and do whatever they want, you guys have been harassing vendors. Like, and so originally I was a pedicab tour guide. So I was on the bikes giving tours and stuff. And then I noticed that the vendors were coming out and they were making a lot of money. So then I switched up. So, and that's something that I feel like the port doesn't take into consideration. Like there's other businesses out here. It's not just the port. And, I appreciate you for talking to me.
Where's man?
What's your
Always
name?
willing to chat.
5134
5134 De La Pena.
De La Pena. Pleasure, man. Do you know if they're gonna cite that food truck? Because that's really what I'm worried about. I need them to cite that food truck.
Food truck might be on convention center property, which means it's City of San Diego. The City of
No,
San Diego owns the
no,
convention
that's
center.
not true.
It's,
Nope. If it's
I mean,
past this
all
trolley
I can tell
tracks.
you, all I can tell you is that.
Well, all I'm going to tell you is
It's
that
not
you
called
guys
the Port
need.
of San
It
Diego
doesn't
Convention
matter
Center, it's
because
called
that
the San Diego
it doesn't
Convention
matter because what you're telling me is not valid anyways for the
Okay.
ticket I received.
Okay.
Because the ticket I received
You
is
should
for
appeal
not
it.
being in the vending zone,
And
right?
You should appeal it.
No, wait. The ticket I received is for not being in a proper vending zone, right? So they're not in a proper vending
I
zone.
don't know what they cited you for, but okay.
That's what the cite.
That's what it
That's what
said.
all the citations
Okay.
are for.
All right.
So they need to be cited for not being in a vendor space that you guys have made, because that's not a vendor space. That's the convention center. So it doesn't matter if they're on convention center property or not. They still need to be cited because they are right here in a space where they're not allowed to be.
It does matter.
And no, it doesn't, because then it's selective enforcement.
No, because it's different jurisdiction.
No, it's not, because then that means I could just pull my trailer onto there and then you guys can kiss my ass.
And then the City of San Diego, who also has code enforcement.
Well then they better come down and mess with him too.
So we can call the City of San Diego.
Yeah, you
and
guys
tell
should
them.
definitely.
So
Can you guys do that?
I'll look at that.
Can
Yeah.
you do that for me? Can you call them, or you're not gonna call them? Because I'm gonna be recording this all day today, and
Okay.
if they're still there, bro, it's gonna be on.
Bro, you gotta do what you gotta do.
I do.
okay?
I know what I
and
do.
I gotta do what I gotta do. So I can throw a call over there and see if they'll come down. Best I can do.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna go talk to them and make
right.
sure that they cite that guy.
Later.
This guy, he's a piece of work. He don't know what to say. He knows I'm right. That's why he couldn't say shit. Can't stand these dudes, bro. But we're gonna go make sure that this person. So they gave Trevi restaurant a ticket. Alright guys, you guys gotta go over there. Over there.
We're making our rounds.
No.
We're making our rounds.
Alright. You guys know how long till you guys are gonna get over there?
Right now.
Alright. Well, I'm on it. That guy just tried to come up with an excuse as to why you're not gonna cite that truck. So you guys are going over to that guy first? Watch this, guys. They're gonna go to him first because they don't want to mess with that truck. I'm telling you.
Alright. So I understand you got your expressive art and shirts like that, but you have to be at the Port of San Diego, the 805 code, you have to be in the expressive spot.
So now they're even messing with First Amendment protected activities.
Yeah, it's different. It's on the
This is a First Amendment protected activity.
Alright, so
He's
I mean,
just
at
selling
this point,
some
do you have
art
an ID?
and stuff.
You don't have an ID?
I mean, if you're asking me to move, what choice do I have? I'm gonna move.
Are you gonna move?
Don't provide your ID, bro.
Okay.
Did I refuse? No.
No, I'm just asking. I
If
want to
you're
make sure that I'm clear that you're
telling me I need to move, then I'll move.
Yeah, I mean, if the option is if you want to pack up and move, or otherwise you have to get in, it would be cited if you're not in that expressive stall.
So, can I ask, where can I go where they have like the second time?
Okay, so if you go down at the entrance over here by North Marina Park, there's actually expressive stalls that you can be in there. There's signs on there. You can go to this website here.
There are no
You
signs.
can actually
There are no signs that say expressive art areas. There's nothing. He's lying.
okay.
I know
You'll have to
exactly where you
study,
could
or
go set
otherwise
up,
you
bro.
will have to be cited.
I know where you could go set up, bro. Go in front of the convention center, bro.
So-
There's a nice spot in the grass in front of the convention center. My friend Joey, he's there right now. He's an artist. And he's killing it, bro.
And for
I'd
most of the
recommend
time,
you go
we're
over
just
there.
getting compliance. We're not trying to go for the citation, but if not,
So he's gonna try to send him down that way, which there are no spaces for him to be. So I don't know what he's talking about. So what space were you talking about? What
if you go down to there's expressives. Do you need a card? so you
down
can
where?
find out?
No, I know where they are.
Okay, then so.
But
if
tell me
you're
where, because there's not one anywhere on this side of the pier.
At the entrance of North Marina Park, go over there and you see the expressive signs that are actually where you can be an expressive. Just what he's actually doing. He's
There's-
expressing his art. Okay.
There's not really
So
any
if you have
expressive
the
signs.
card, if you want the card, I can give you the
I
card.
already
so that way you can-
have the card.
Okay,
Is it the
so
sidewalk vending card?
Then, yeah, it says. Actually, I
And
don't
it's
even
like
know
it's got like a code you could scan.
Go right there and it has all the information on there for you.
I've done this already. Yeah.
All right.
Are you saying this other property is also harbor patrol area too?
All tight lips. It's all tideless. It's all Port of San Diego. Anything that's covered in that waterfront, that's tideless.
Okay, so if I go up over there and it's still Harbor Patrol territory, what are these stands? They're like set up stands or something? Like on the beach, kind of?
There's specific stands over there that they're marked in green. That's where those are at.
So do you guys jurisdict the convention center?
No. It's marked on the ground, and then you can actually be. It's a 10 by 10 space. You'll be able to set up wherever you want to set up on those 10 by 10.
And have you passed by there? Are there other people set up? Are there actually people passing by there, like here, or?
Yeah, it's just on the other side of this walkway, and you'll see them.
Okay, and then it's just like green square painted on the ground, and it says.
And there's maps. There are signs and maps showing the zoning where you can be. It's in the green, not in the blue. They'll be in green.
So it's going to be right here, or it's going to turn?
No, it's going to go straight right through. You'll see some of the.
You're gonna have to walk like a mile, bro.
Yeah, I know.
You gotta go through Seaport Village.
Stall, and it'll be right to your left. And you'll see it's right there.
Can I just ask somebody?
This is the new 805 vending code for the Port of San Diego, so we have to address anybody who's vending in non-spots.
You see that? So now they can mess with First Amendment protected activities.
Yeah, no, there are no constitutional
So
amendments.
there's no more constitutional rights, no more amendments, no more nothing. They just basically monitor, monopolize this space, and they're only messing with him because of me. So like if I wasn't out here, he probably would not even be messed with. But since I'm here, they're gonna mess with me as much as they can, and they're gonna try to cite everybody that they can that's near me, so it's not monopolization.
And you'll see right on the other side of that, there's specific spaces. Once you put in a 10 by 10 area, you're good to go. When you're expressively, there's no permit that you have to have for those expressive spots.
So this anybody out here painting art or anything would tell the same thing. I mean, I paint on shirts and posters.
Right.
I mean, it's just my home. I can do it on paper.
And then it's your expressive art, and you're in there. That's why there's expressive spots.
Yeah, they're monopolizing First Amendment protected activities too, bro. They're monopolizing the spaces for artists and performers, buskers alike.
And then where was the plane set up? You said in the grass over there?
Yeah, in the grass in front of the convention center, bro. There's a good spot. You can be there next to him. Trust me, they opened it up. Yeah, on the other side in the city. So let's see.
And it's 99.
So are you guys going to that truck?
There.
We'll take care of it.
No, I mean I need to see you guys do it. Are you guys gonna go mess with that truck today?
They're out here. They're going to enforce all the rest of the vendors that are out of compliance.
So you guys said you were gonna do it. You're not gonna do it?
They're there. They're right behind you.
Yeah, but you guys said you were getting to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you suck. Fat fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so you want to keep walking down that way?
Yeah.
I have a formal complaint.
You got it.
Can you go cite that vendor over there? He's on a space where he's not supposed to be.
That's actually inside the convention center, so he probably has a permit to be there.
He doesn't. There's no
How do you know?
permit to be there because I know they're Quality Coast. I know who they are. I know the owner of the establishment.
Okay.
But that's what I'm trying to report because they're giving me tickets for vending.
So
And in a space where you guys have is no vending spaces, and that's a no vending space. So, I mean, because I've done it. I've pulled up right there, and you guys have given me a citation for it. So he needs to be cited for it as well because it can't just be selective enforcement out here.
Okay, we'll address the issue.
Well, I'm going to be documenting the entire thing.
Okay, so are we.
Okay.
So, only thing I could recommend right now is you need to start getting your stuff ready. Otherwise, you could get another ticket if you still
Well,
stay
it's
right
okay.
there.
Give me
vending.
another ticket. Okay. Go for it. Keep them printing, bro. Print all fucking day. We're both learning as it is right now, right? This is just a airplane mode. This is all trial period for harbor police and vendors alike. So let's go ahead. You could go ahead and give me a ticket if you want. But I want to see you guys ticket that guy, because you're not going to threaten me with another ticket while I'm not giving that guy a ticket. You know what I'm saying?
We're not threatening you with.
I mean, you just told me that. I got
just
it on
said
footage.
If you're still vending.
Yeah, well, he's still vending, Sherlock. You see that shit?
No, I'm talking about you right now.
Well,
If
don't
you
talk
still
about me. I'm
vend-
talking about him.
I'm not talking
Why is
about
everything coming back to me, bro?
Hey, so that right there is City of San Diego. So San Diego.
Yeah, and I already told the Arbor
San
Police to
Diego.
call the San Diego Police.
They're already gonna contact them.
Okay.
So they're taking care of that. That's not our jurisdiction.
Okay.
Okay. So that's what it goes down
Well,
to.
I was told that everything on this side of the trolley tracks is under Harbor Police
No,
Control
sir.
Authority.
So it's City of San Diego. They're taking care of it. They've already been contacted to contact them. Okay. So we're not gonna overstep their jurisdiction and their boundaries. Okay. That's how it works.
I mean, no,
Okay.
you guys have control over all the area
No.
on this side of the trolley tracks.
That's
yes.
your understanding, but I'm just letting you know that's not
I know
how
how
it
it
works.
works. I
Okay?
know how it works.
So just letting you know that they're going to be contacted.
The
by
Port of
City
San Diego is its own entity, which owns everything on this side of the trolley tracks. So, there we go, guys. They're not going to cite him, and I got it on footage. Thank you, guys. Hey, what's your name, by the way? Bloss? J. Bloss? What's your badge number?
608.
6068. Okay, right. 6068. And you don't got one?
Shalom,
You don't got a
5834.
badge number? You're not legit yet? You guys are not legit? Alright.
There's two different uniforms, so.
Yeah, you guys are not real police. You guys are traffic, and that's a cop. That's right, guys. We learn everything. We know everything. They know nothing. I'm calling San Diego PD. They can kiss my ass.